Okay, I hope it is clearly audible. Can someone please comment if it is clearly audible so I can just begin the session on? Okay, thanks Vijay, thanks man. So, hi, good evening, and thanks for joining for the session. The topic for today's session is it is like this कि डर के आगे जीत है सबको पता है, लेकिन क्या आपको पता है कि डर के पीछे क्या है? See, we all hear this time and again. Ki once you conquer the fear, then the next one is the victory that is waiting for you, and everything. But are we, and we know what to do with that fear, how to conquer it, and how to go ahead of it. But from where it comes, from where we get into that fear juncture, and how it attacks us, and what we do during that transition, before either we surrender to that fear or we conquer the fear and we jump to the next victory that was awaiting for us. So today we will be discussing all about it. So the topic is accordingly कि डर के आगे जीत है, but डर के पीछे क्या है? So we will be knowing all that is behind the fear today. To begin with, I gone through a definition to understand how that fear context is defined. What is the right definition of a fear? So the one which I liked a lot, it says that it is an unpleasant feeling triggered by the perception of danger which is real or imagination. So the fear is it is an feeling that is triggered by our perception of danger which is either real or which is either in imagination, both the ways. And secondly, when it comes to the fear, before we go back to what fear and how it is, just to understand what that juncture fear or what that feeling and how it makes, it is basically a disorder, kind of a phobia, which is normally distinct about specific object or the situation. For example, few people have fear of something, some situations or some things or some people or some scenarios, and in other cases people have that fear and because of which they avoid going to those scenarios or to those things. For example, now how this comes, let me tell you one thing which we all must have realized in our life, that from the childhood, whenever we used to fight for something and whenever we used to get like I want this means I want this, then one thing all our parents used to say that listen to this, do it, otherwise if you go out there is a demon standing. चुप कर ले, सुन ले ये बात, नहीं तो बाहर जाएगा तो भूत आ जाएगा. And subsequently, we grown with that thought, and even today we have that fear of the demons. And we fear that if we go out, then it might catch us, there might be a devil, and subsequently we develop some phobia about it. That's the reason that we avoid going out to certain places at certain time. Okay, we don't walk out in the midnight alone, because the only fear we have is of those devils. Now how it came and how we are passing it on. Now to our child again, we are telling the same story. When our child is asking something and when we are opposing it, then we are saying that listen to it, do it, otherwise if you go out then there is a demon. So neither we have seen the demon nor our child is going to see the demon, but that fear is always going to be with us till we are there on this earth, unless we break it at a right level. Now to brief it, I have a small story and I believe that with this brief we can go to the story. The story goes like this. This story is about an experiment that was done. The experiment was done like this. There was a cage in which few monkeys were kept. Some 10 monkeys were kept, and there was a staircase in that. And at the end of the staircase, there were few bananas that were kept, which was visible to all the monkeys sitting at the ground of that cage. To catch those bananas, now this every monkey have to climb that steps and take that banana. Now, whenever one monkey used to start climbing on those steps, from somewhere the chilled water used to come and fall on that monkey, and subsequently to the other monkeys in the cage. So when that water used to fall, this monkey used to come down and sit in a corner. Accordingly, all other the monkeys used to sit. When this situation continues, almost all the monkeys have tried climbing to those steps, but every time the water was coming, and when about out of 10 monkeys, let's say 7 monkeys have tried, when the 8th monkey has tried to catch on those steps for that banana, the moment it kept its feet on the first step, the remaining monkeys have started to beat it. Otherwise, if it goes, then the water will fall on all of them and they will get freezed. Now, after all the 10 monkeys have attempted, 4 monkeys were taken out and few new 4 monkeys were kept inside that cage. When these new monkeys came, they saw that banana and they started to climb on those steps. The moment they started to climb on those steps, the other monkeys have started to beat them in the beginning, before they even start and water comes. So, and second monkey, third monkey, when this last new monkey went almost up to the half of that steps, these remaining monkeys have tried to pull its leg and beat it again, wherein there was no water at all falling from the top. Now, on the second phase, the remaining 6 monkeys were replaced, and now the cage was full of all the new monkeys with those earlier 4. Now, when the new monkeys came in, again they saw the banana, they started to keep the feet on the steps. So, this earlier 4 monkeys started to beat. Subsequently, whenever they tried to change on those monkeys, every time this happened. Now, none of the monkey knows at this junction, because all the monkeys are those who have not undergone that water that was falling from the top. And now there is no water at all that is falling from the top. But whenever a monkey used to get onto that steps for the banana, these other monkeys used to pull it and beat it. Now, the thing is, every monkey is trying to beat the monkey which is trying to climb for the banana, but none of the monkeys is aware that why they are beating it, because nobody else saw the water by that time. Now all the monkeys got replaced. Same is the story, or now the moral I take. The moral is this: we have same monkeys in our life, and these monkeys are our dreams, our aspirations, the things that we want to conquer and jump on it. And these are something for which we actually struggle, and we want that banana. But what we do, because of other monkeys are beating, we also beat them. So we kill our dreams, we beat our dreams. And when we do that, we pull it down without knowing why we are pulling and beating, because from the centuries it started happening that in a long back someone have tried doing something and they got fallen on the face. So now our ancestors have taught us not to do that or not to go that way, and same is the story that we are teaching our kids. So my dear friends, we have to understand what we do with our monkeys, that are our dreams, and when we do that, we should be aware of every act that we do. And if we are doing some acts without knowing its background and the reason and what is the purpose of doing it, then we are among those monkeys, replaced monkeys, who are just repeating by looking at what others are doing. Now coming to the fact that what is fear then, and from where it comes, and what is behind fear. Our topic is this, that after fear, we all know that once you know the fear, then you have to conquer, and the success is always going to be there for you. But what is behind it? डर के आगे जीत है, that is all fine brother. But डर के पीछे क्या है जिसकी वजह से वो डर आ गया? Like these monkeys. ये जैसे ये बाकी के नए बंदर भी सभी बंदरों को मार रहे थे, जिनको ये पता नहीं था कि उनको क्यों मार रहे हैं, जबकि किसी एक बंदर ने, पहले वाले बंदरों ने देखा था कि पानी गिरता है जब आप स्टेप्स पे जाते हो, जब अभी पानी है भी नहीं, स्टिल दे आर ट्राइंग टू बीट इट अप. Same is the story that we do with our dreams, and that is what we teach it to our kids, our colleagues, our friends, our social connects. Now, for example, almost everybody aspire to do some business in life, but we never take that chance because we got settled with something in our life, either with small business or with the job or with something that we are doing as a source of earning, and we don't want to jump to that because we are the one who is pulling and beating that monkey, because we saw it earlier in our lives from the ancestors and from the society and from all other sources where we jingle with. Now when it comes to that way, thing is, now we have to understand from where the fear came and how someone have understood what is fear, and all this. We all are aware about Charles Darwin. Okay, the theory of Charles Darwin. Now if anybody is there who don't know, then you can just go back after this session and just Google who is Charles Darwin. You will understand the story, and we all know, we must have forgot the name, nothing else. In Charles Darwin, he made one statement, and the statement goes like this, that in human and in all animals, the purpose of fear is to promote survival. The purpose of keeping fear in our life is to survive, so it can promote our survival. In the course of human evolution, the people who feared the right things survived to pass on their genes. Now, for example, are you going to allow your younger connections to go and jump into to the water if they don't know swimming, or if you don't know that whether they are aware of the swimming or not? No, we are going to hold them back. Why? Because we have seen somewhere that someone have drowned of water because of not swimming, and that person went dying. That person died. But and when we learned, we also learned that way, that we got to drown many a times, and then we came back and then we started swimming. Now when we don't know that what is going to happen with this person, with that reference that someone have died in past, we are going to hold it back. We are going to beat that monkey again before getting into the water. And that's absolutely right, because it was actually the purpose of human evolution to promote survival. If you don't fear few things, you would not probably survive. For example, if there is a tiger or a lion standing in front, and will you go and just stand like this, ki, hi man, how are you? No. You have that fear that it will kill you, it will eat you, not knowing that whether it is actually going to kill you and eat you or not. Coming to the second, after that, when the people pass this to their giants, now what Charles Darwin says is that he said that it was a result of the instinctive tightening of the muscles triggered by an evolved response to fear. Now what happens when we fear? We just get freezed, right? Our heartbeat goes up, our pulses goes high, we may start shivering, we may get sweat badly. But when we fear, now again I am not going to talk anything about what to do after fear, because we all know that ultimately fear is what? How you manage your fear. For example, now this corona is going on. Corona is a fear because of which we are not going out and mingling with people. We are maintaining social distance, we are wearing mask and everything. We are taking the utmost precaution of self and the others. Now if we do only this and sit at home, can we evade that corona? No. We have to attack it. The police, the medical staff, the doctors, nurses, the R&D people who are working on inventing some medicine for it, they are trying to attack it. And unless you don't do it, you will not conquer that fear. Otherwise, if we just keep calm and sit at home, we will ultimately one day everyone will die out of that COVID-19. So is with the fear. Whenever a fear comes, we have to attack it and destroy it. That everybody knows. Now, When, if you go and Google that what are the three biggest fears on the earth that every people have, which people have voted, crores of people have voted for that survey, you would be surprised to know what are the three biggest fears on the earth. The biggest one, the number one fear on the earth for the human is spider. People fear spider like anything. There is nothing more than a fear of a spider. Now, nothing more than means you may say that no, I don't fear a spider, but I fear water or height. But this is the highest voted response by almost all the population who are using Google when this question was asked. Second highest, the second fear on the earth that people voted is snake. And the third one is the fear of height. Now, my dear friends, when the fear are like that people fear spider, snake and height, then what are we talking about? Where it came from? Why we fear spider? You must have seen many videos where the kid of some age less than a year, they are playing with the snake. When a snake entered the house, this kid was playing with that snake. Wherein if it comes in front of you and me, are we going to play with it or are we going to run out of it? We are going to run out of it because we have developed ourselves with that back end that snake is dangerous and your response is fear and you just wave out of that situation. Now this kid is not aware of the snake. He feels like it is a toy. It is kind of some creature that comes on swelling and it will go off. The moment you try to teach that kid that snake is poisonous and it bites and person may die, from that moment this kid will stop playing with that, and ultimately it might happen one day one of the person dies because of the heart attack by seeing the snake. This is again a statistics that people have died less of snake bite but more of the heart attack due to that snake that have bitten, even it is not poisonous snake. So in life, when we move on, we have to understand that the fear is of this source, and it was basically the purpose of that fear is to promote the survival. But we have to decide on what quantum of fear we want to carry and where we have to leave it, and at what junction we have to take a back end. Now what we do when we fear, or what is exact response on the fear? There are two responses that happen on the fear. One is the biochemical response and second one is the emotional response. For example, if someone throws a snake on me, I may just fall behind feeling. That is my biochemical response. Second one is emotional. I may start sweating, my heartbeat may go up, it may result into a heart attack as well. I may lose control from my body. What happens when we, in our sleep, we see a dream that we are falling from the rooftop, from an isolated place? What we feel, that we suddenly get up and we are like shivered, completely sweat, your hands are sweating. That is an emotional, and second one is the biochemical. Now, can you be motivated by fear? This question I will come at the end. This is a question I am asking for you to think. Can you be motivated by fear? You can just make your answer yes or no, and this we will take at the end as the last point. The only place, now where the fear exists or from where it comes, the only place where the fear exists is in our own thoughts. There is no real fear outside, because danger is real, fear is a choice. We have to, let's make it very clear for our own understanding that the danger is real and fear is a choice. For example, snake is a danger. Yes, obviously a danger. We all fear? No. There are few guys, the snake catchers, they don't fear a snake. Let it be cobra or let it be the small 2-inch snake as well. They take it off and they catch it and they know what to do with it. They place it at a right place. They let it go into back to the jungles and the farms. Then why don't we do that? Because the danger is same for all. We took a choice of getting feared of it, wherein these other guys, They took a choice of not getting feared and they catch it. I know in my earlier organizations, I know few guys who are not professional snake catchers. They never studied snake catching. But just by looking at that place, they learned themselves and now they are catching like any kind of snake. So my dear friends, अगर डर के आगे जीत है तो डर के पीछे क्या है? डर के पीछे कुछ नहीं है, वो पूरा खाली है. It is an empty room that is full of the darkness, and we have not entered that room because it is dark and we don't see anything over there. And once you cross that fear, there is a victory. Obviously, once you open that and enter the room, the sun rays are going to be there. There is a light to enlighten it. So my dear friends, once again, डर के आगे जीत है, डर के पीछे कुछ नहीं है, खाली है. It is an empty source. It comes from nowhere. There is no source of fear. Fear is our choice. It is simply an imagination. It is what we perceive. It is our perception about the danger. For example, many sports or many games are there in these amusement parks and this water parks. We see many of the games where even we adults, being adults, we fear to catch on to those rides, wherein we see the kids, they are enjoying like anything. They're laughing out and they are saying hooray and they are enjoying. And we are not even going near to it because we have that gut fear that if I sit on it, either I will vomit or मुझे चक्कर आएगा या मेरे पेट में गड़बड़ हो जाएगा, मैं हो सकता है गिर जाऊं, बहुत हाइटेड है, मुझे ये होगा वो होगा, and I don't know what all. We have unlimited screams of that fear because that's a choice that we made, and this child have simply took that ride and he is enjoying like anything. So my dear friends, coming to the question back, can you be motivated by fear? Talk of any success story on the earth, any success story. Let it be starting of inventing a bulb or inventing a telephone or any businessman, any politician, any big actor or anything. Take anyone. Everybody have gone through that danger phases. Okay, the ups and downs. The moment the people, there were thousands of people who were in that rig and the race. Those 9 out of that 1,000, 999 have left the race because of their fear of the end danger. अगर नहीं होगा तो घर कैसे चलेगा, ये नहीं होगा तो मेरा क्या होगा, अगर इस राइड में बैठूंगा तो मैं मर जाएगा, अगर मैं ज़्यादा एक्सरसाइज करूंगा तो पेट पकड़ लेगा, मैं ज़्यादा पढ़ाई करेगा तो ब्लैक आई शैडोज आ जाएंगे, डार्कनेस आ जाएगा, अगर मैं टाइम पे जॉब नहीं पकड़ूंगा तो हो सकता है मैं एज बार हो जाऊं, and I have to get married at the right place, I have to do studies, I have to do job only, or I have to join my father's business only. We don't jump out of that fear, the choice we made, and we don't catch the train that we wanted to catch, and like those monkeys, we will never enjoy those bananas because of the fear of nothing. We never saw that water falling on the top. The people have sown in the ancestors and they started beating each other and we started beating, and we are teaching the same thing with our youngsters. So my dear friends, now to conclude, there is nothing behind fear. Fear is a baseless thing because it is an pure choice. Danger is real. All the dangers that are there, that are defined, they are there. But a technical term called what is calculated risk. We all take risk. What is calculated risk? That we have to understand. Do you all believe that we can die out of the electricity shock? Yes, we do believe. Are we not using electricity today? We are using. When I'm going to put a charger to my mobile, there is a chances that there might be a crack in the wire and it may catch me and I may get off that electricity shock and I may die. But because of the fear, the choice I make, if I don't move on, then what it is going to be, we all know. Then how we take that? It is called as taking the calculated risk. We have to gauge that danger, and we have to understand what to go with, how to go with, and how to conquer it. And always remember, there is no other example like COVID-19 I can quote today the best. COVID is a danger, right? It is a fear for all of us. That's the reason the whole world is sitting in the house today. Nothing is moving out. But are we just sitting in the house and doing nothing, and the COVID will be just evaporated like water and it will become a cloud in the sky? No. We have to kill on it. We have to ultimately go attack it and destroy it. Then only this is going to be evaded. Same is the story with the fear that we have, like those monkeys. Instead of pulling those monkeys down and beating them, we have to try once, catch those steps and enjoy the banana. And finally, concluding this with that question's answer, if you can get motivated from fear to conquer it, then mark my words, you can destroy it as well. Only the people, as I said that example of 1,000 guys and one was left and 999 have withdrawn. Only this one guy became that famous because he is the one who made a choice of not choosing fear and understanding the danger and conquering it, fighting it and attacking it and destroying it ultimately. So my dear friends, as a final statement, डर के आगे जीत है, we all know. डर के पीछे कुछ नहीं है, खाली कमरा है. Because that is an imagination, that is a choice we made. There is nothing out of it. There is no air. That is an extremely vacuumed place. So make a choice. Don't choose fear. So if anybody have any comments, any thoughts, can please share. Meanwhile, let me thank everyone. I thank Vijay, Abhishek, Raju, Vinay, Srinivas, Sunil, Yogesh, Darshan, Hari, Prashant, Umakant, Deepak, Mansur, Ishwarji, Suraj, Yadav Kaka, Prashant, hi brother, namaste. Aniket, Dada Saheb, Deepak Chikode, Sandeep, Dada, Kakuri namaste. Sagar, Mahendra, Pramod, Pushpa, Rajiv, Rahul, Prachi, Vivek, Megha, Babita, Neelkantha, Sanjay, Chandrakant, Shilpavani namaste, Kulkarni, Rahul, Mayur, Sunil, Prabhakar, Praveen, Viren. So thank you everyone. I hope you all enjoyed this session, and I just expect that let's make a choice of not choosing fear, because it is nothing but a choice that we make. So I just conclude this session saying with my favorite line that stay young, stay happy, and keep pushing your limits. There is nothing called fear. It's always a vacuum place. So enjoy. Good night, and see you tomorrow. After this, if you have any thoughts, you can please leave a comment. I would be happy to reply to those. Thank you. Bye bye and all the best.